back. We back with another episode of Contrarian Sports Channel. My bad. Hey, G, how you doing down there?
Hey man, life is good, and I'm breathing. Hey, that means God got me. I ain't really worried about nothing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, sorry we didn't get to y'all last Thursday. G was feeling under the weather, and I was pre gaming because I just celebrated 37th birthday on Friday. So, cheers,
Birthday,
cheers. I got my old fashioned with me today. Call me old fashioned. This my go to right here. I'm be
man.
sipping on this
You so you
Ciroc.
gr-
So,
you grown now. Now you want to do old fashions? Go, right? I mean,
hey man,
you old
man,
man, man.
hey, especially when you learn how to make them yourself, it beats going to the bar and paying $15 per for one. So trust me, it's
I know they be hitting y'all for them Jones, bro. I mean, I'm
hey,
on
bro, going out is
hey,
$100. Going out is $100 every time. Every time you step
easily,
outside now. but
easily now. They going crazy with it. They ain't gonna get my money, but hey, but if I go to the bar, man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'll mess with like a beer or something like that. Or every once in a while, I may get like a whiskey and coke or something like that. But they be doing all them specialty drinks and all that. I'm not doing that, bro. Not doing it,
hey,
bro.
man, I can't do the beer like that. But if I do drink, it's gonna be some top shelf shit. I can't drink. If I'm put some poison in my body, it's gonna be some top shelf poison. So,
Hey, facts, man. Shout out to I don't know who this is in the chat, man. Appreciate you, bro. You say it can't be passing Curry in the air. I don't know what that means, but okay. All right, I don't know what that means.
hey, Curry the goat, bro. So if that's what you
There
mean,
to
man,
go.
I'm with you. Curry the goat, man. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what I
Exactly.
mean, KB. But let's get into this first topic, G. Last show we talked about Sophie Cunningham and her comments about trans women possibly playing in the WNBA.
Mhm.
Shortly following that, there was a interview where former NBA player Ennis Cantor, Freedom now is his new last name, sat down with Bruce Pearl to officially declare himself for the 2027 WNBA draft. This came on the back of, I guess he looked at the wording in the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement, and
Yeah.
according to him, it's so loosely written that he meets every single requirement to go to to play in the WNBA or at least be eligible for the draft. But he also says, this is kind of a political backing of Sophie Cunningham and some of the women of the WNBA, kind of in protest of the possibility of allowing non-cis women in the WNBA to play. He and former player Royce White are spearheading this campaign, and he's also mentioned that there's a slew of other former NBA players waiting to declare for the WNBA draft if this is allowed. So, what's my takeaway from this? I support the WNBA in my own way. I appreciate like NBA players coming out and supporting them as well. But I don't know. This is kind of like going far, like far and above and beyond to like
Nope.
show your. I don't know. Maybe in this kind of trying to
Oh man,
pull,
no, it's not
trying to
going
pull.
too far.
I
Nope.
don't know,
I
bro.
said they want to get dunked on. They want to get elbowed in the face. They want to act like men. Let them rock, man. Like, after a while, you gotta let it go. I don't protest about it no more. I don't get mad about the men going in the women's sides no more because the only people that's going forward are the women. So you know what? I'm letting women be independent and being able to let them make their own decisions. Sometimes you gotta let women, do what they need to do. So they want to have men in there. They want to say, you know what, let them in. I say let them in. Why,
To
why,
that,
why we stop? What's the
to that,
problem? Why you want to
to that.
stop it?
Also to that point, and as Cantor said, there are players and coaches who have been supporting this notion. There was even the Golden State Valkyrie are a newer expansion team in the WNBA, but there was a player on their team that said she would welcome the idea of playing alongside men in the league. So maybe we're doing away. I don't think we're doing away with the WNBA, but maybe there will be a league where it's co-ed, and we'll have men and women playing. It'll look like AmFam on a Saturday morning. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it will, but I don't think it. You know what? I don't think so. It's a good assumption, but I think they will never have it 100% where we're gonna have men playing with women. It's not gonna happen, bro. Not at that higher level of from baseball, FIFA, football, or basketball, those like top four, they're never going to have a unisex in it. It's never going to happen because the competition is too high. The level of expertise and those the top players in the world is never going to happen, man. So I don't think it's not going to happen. Maybe in like other sports, like kickball, I don't know, softball, I don't know, flag football, maybe
Flag
flag
football,
football,
yeah,
but not at that caliber when we're spending millions and over billions of dollars for the leagues. They're not going to do it. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think
right.
so.
And then you have a league commissioner of the WNBA, Kathy Engelbert. She's come out and made comments, and she's not tap dancing around the issue, but she loosely said that she wants to keep competition fair amongst the WNBA. So I'm with you. I don't think they'll let men in there. I don't know about the whole trans argument, but I do want to see the WNBA elevate on its own accord and go the way it's going. Like you have a lot of young talent coming in. Sophie Cunningham, one of those. You got Caitlin. I'm not gonna name Angel. I wish I could, but she just I don't know. She's a walk. She step on the court. I think she's doing it on purpose at this point. But you got
Yeah.
other stars like Juju Watkins coming out of USC and Paige Buckers. Like I said last episode, I just hope the WNBA can figure this out and keep it for the cis women. I guess that's the word they use. I don't know what it means, but the women that were born women. I'm gonna stop talking before I get us canceled because I don't know what technology is,
Yeah,
bro.
we never can get canceled, man. It ain't gonna never happen. We can't get canceled. I don't believe in none of that cis nothing, all that stuff, man. Women are women, and men are men. After a while, I think with this, what he's doing now is gonna start to show how stupid things are. I think so, because some people are standing up and being like, "Okay, we're going too far," because now they're making fun of it. So now they're gonna start saying, "All right, it's going too far. Let's go ahead and start just backing this thing up to where it'll be like, all right, we're gonna stop letting them come in, let women have their space and men have their space, and you just let it go where it go. You can't call them transformers, Nick Hard, man. I'm gonna call you Saint. You can't call them transformers, man. You wildin', man. So, but you can't, but you can't really get mad at it. I think it's gonna be the nail in the coffin because another person had did the same thing. I forgot. It's another light skinned dude. He did the same thing. So
It's,
I don't
you
know.
probably you probably talk about Royce White, but
Yeah,
in his cancer is has always been outspoken. He's never been afraid to speak about political issues, especially about him being from the Middle East, about all the um all the war and whatnot going on over there and all the injustice. So I think like you just said, in his cancer did this to highlight the stupidity of it. Like it doesn't make sense. It shouldn't happen. But if they want to play that game, he's going to play right along with it, and
yeah.
dare somebody to say something to him. Because what are you going to say to him? Like he's not wrong. He's not. He's like I said, he meets every single requirement. I haven't read the collective bargaining agreement, but if it's written that loosely to where he qualifies, then the WNBA the next time they have a collective bargaining agreement needs to look at that those terminologies and whatnot and just correct that
Hmm.
because that's crazy. If Ennis Cantor, who we all know is a former NBA player, not afraid to stand up to nobody, including Brian, like if he's eligible for it, then they have to go back to the drawing board and maybe tidy up some of that stuff because uh, according to him, they don't know what a woman is in the terminology of their collective bargaining agreement. They don't define a woman like specifically what a woman is.
At all. So I
Yeah,
mean, it is what it is, man.
it is what it is, man. So enough with all the political stuff. Let's go on to something a little more serious, something a little more matter of fact. It came out that former, I'm not gonna say former, he was still on the Memphis Grizzlies. Power forward Brandon Clarke was found unresponsive in his San Fernando Valley home back on May 11th, and he
Man.
passed away at the young age of 29. The the report says the cause of death was accidental overdose of heroin and cocaine, along with taking some other prescribed drugs. And I just reflect on that because Brandon Clark is one of those players. I was uh, I was out of work for like 4 months when the Warriors were going on their 2022 championship run,
Yeah.
and as in the second round, the Warriors had Memphis Grizzlies, so Ja was at the peak of his popularity and whatnot. They were hot. They probably, if Ja didn't get injured that series, I argue they probably could have beat us and you know finished out the West to get to the finals. But Ja got injured. But Brandon Clarke really stepped up in that series after he got injured, and I just thought he was a nice piece for that team specifically, but for any team. He's a very agile power forward. He grabs boards, good for some inside buckets, and he plays defense really well.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he was that young, because when I think about 2022, that was like almost 4 years ago. So 29 years, and to be, me, I like to get into the mindset of what's going on. You never know what anybody's going through in life, but you're a high profile athlete. Why are you doing heroin and cocaine? I mean, I get it. You in LA, that's like the rich man's thing to do, but heroin, like sticking a needle
Heron
in
is
your
crazy.
arm, like,
I thought heroin was the poor man's drug. That's
well,
what
I'm
I
talking about
thought. You know?
cocaine is the rich man's drug, but heroin,
Yeah.
like putting a needle in
Yeah.
your arm, like what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you think it was steroids or something? Like, was it an accident? I don't get the mindset of it. Like, to
Me neither.
what makes you think you need that? And I don't want to offend his family or anything like that, but I
Yeah.
would like to know what was going on in his mind that would cause him to do drugs till he overdoses. Accident by the way. I don't think he meant to overdose, but why are you taking drugs and you're an NBA player? Making millions of dollars, probably able to provide for your family and many loved ones. Like, what's going on so bad? Our boy Saint said emptiness in his heart, brother. Maybe so. Maybe he wasn't loved. I don't know. I don't know. But it's
Yeah.
just a sad state, and I just don't get the mindset of athletes turning to drugs. Like, how bad is your life?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Like you said, you never know what's going through people's minds, man. Me as we're in the same boat. I would think when it comes to people having money, we think from the side like, man, you got everything. You got Bentleys, you got girls. You a tall dude. I mean, you could live wherever you want. You could travel wherever you want. You don't have to worry about bills. But those things are not the problem for him. And sometimes with the nature of a human, they still gravitate to what they don't have or what they feel sad about. And we all do that. You can have a house, you got a nice house, you got clothes, bro, you got everything, but it's still you want more. You're not focused on the thing that you already have. So he could be going through things and fighting demons to a point where he needed those drugs to maybe numb what's the reality of what he thinks is bad going on in his life. And that's a hard life to live, man, because people can be smiling and having fun and out the outside, but they could be dying in the inside. And I wish that maybe some people would have saw signs or he would have talked to somebody and he'll still be here today. But unfortunately, man, it happened. And it's a sad thing, man. I don't know, like you said, I don't know if it was an accident or he meant to do it. Well, I don't think we'll ever know. So I mean, but I hope his family is doing well because I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine an uncle or a brother or cousin that close to me and I ain't getting that call. I'm gonna feel bad. Like maybe I should spend time with him more, or maybe I should have talked to him more, or dang, good. So it's sad, man. I always got a few words on this, but it's always a sad thing to hear that, man.
Yeah, very very sad to hear and unfortunate. Rest in peace to Brandon Clark and condolences to his family for sure. But and it takes me back to something our boy Trey always says. He's one of those people that are a big proponent of money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah, facts.
And I try to see that, like, but I'm like at the same time, let me be making 15 million a year and let me see how happy or sad I am. I mean, I'm happy with the little bit I do make now. I'm happy with the little bit of money I'm making now. Like, it allows me to stay in this nice apartment, pay all my bills, able to travel and do some extra things that I wasn't able to do in my younger years. But if I had millions, I I don't know. I think I'll be pretty happy, and not to the point where I say I think I want to do some cocaine and heroin. I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Like, mind you, y'all see me on FMF. Y'all seen me before. I've been a big pothead in my day. I drink a little liquor here and there, but I don't think there's no amount of money that makes me think I need to feel higher
Yeah,
than this, higher than this. So I don't know, man. It's unfortunate. You know, hopefully, hopefully his family is doing okay, man. I don't really have much else to say on it. but it's just unfortunate. I don't want to see. It reminds me of the Lynn Bias story. I don't know if you know who Lynn Bias is, but
Yep.
no, I think it was late '80s, early '90s. Lynn Bias was a basketball protege coming out of Maryland, I believe, University
Yeah.
of Maryland, and he was on trajectory to be up there with you know competing against Jordan and whatnot, and he just overdosed off cocaine just from I can't remember what the 30-30 said what it was over, but it reminds me of that story, and it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. R.I.P. to Brandon Clarke. Not gonna spend too much time on that. Condolences to his family, but it's just nothing. If you're in a dark place in life, find somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, or sometimes you don't have nobody to talk to. Sometimes you gotta pull yourself out that darkness. But just know there's always somebody in a worse situation than you. So
Always.
count your blessings, love on your loved ones, and keep a relationship with God. Keep a relationship with God. Uh,
Amen. Amen.
yeah. All right, all right. Let's get rid of the somber thoughts.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. Recently, we talked about KD last show also talking about, the new look 76ers are better than his 2017, 2018 Warriors on paper. But now KD has come out and said he feels like amongst the greats of the NBA, he feels like he belongs in the same convo as LeBron James. KD in these comments cited his longevity and consistency, which is accurate. KD has been around for 15 plus years. He's consistently been a scorer. Hasn't consistently won anything outside being with Light Skin Nation, but you know
Like,
he he did he did stay
you
he
in this,
did.
hey, bro, you in this light skinned nation, and you playing with them.
Hey, I'm about my Warriors, man. Steph and Clay, leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
But his to sum it all up, he said he faced LeBron in the finals 3 times and he won twice out of the 3 times. So that was his. Damn, I've been drinking this too much. That was his
Yeah.
art. That was his argument. Far as that, I have to respectfully disagree with Mr. Kevin Durant.
Uh-oh.
And y'all know I don't favor LeBron like that. I don't care for LeBron. I think his whole legacy is kind of phony and scripted. But when you talk about like Mr. Saint said, he doesn't have the accolades. He's not a 4-time Finals MVP. He's not a no 4-time regular season MVP. I don't think LeBron has 4 final MVPs, but he doesn't have the final MVPs that LeBron has. I guess he's getting close to 30,000 points if he's not there already, but I don't think he'll get to 40,000. He does. Him and LeBron do have the same hair problems. I mean, KD shit is all fucked up back here. Like he got the
Bro.
hairline still, but him and Bron just need to let it go, bro. Because it's just look like crop circles back there, calling the aliens home. Like it's just patches of land and shit. Like
Bro, what's
I
wrong
don't
with you,
know.
man? Why you talking to me?
Hey, he said he belonged in the same conversation. I'm putting him in the same conversation with LeBron
Okay,
James.
all
Like
right, all right,
like
okay.
he
You
said
right.
that. He
Right
said that. This,
conversation, right conversation.
his words, not mine. But on a serious note, he's only won 2 finals, arguably with the most loaded team in NBA history. Hasn't won anything outside of that. LeBron has been to the finals with 3 different teams and won with 3 different teams. Even I'm not a fan of that Astros championship with the Lakers in the bubble and the COVID that was like handed to LeBron. But
Yeah.
I don't think KD touches LeBron in legacy. I don't think KD is quite in the top 10 players of all time. LeBron is in there. He's earned that spot. I don't think KD is in the top 10 players of all time. He's definitely in top 15, top 20 maybe, but I don't think he's in the top 10. So I don't think he belongs in the same conversation with LeBron when we talk about greats because
Mm.
KD doesn't. I mean, I can argue this about LeBron too. KD doesn't have that competitive fire when he's one of those like, oh, stop asking me questions about what's going on in the NBA. I just want to hoop and have fun and all that. Want to be friends on the court and just hoop. And no, it's
Yeah.
not about that. You have to have the desire to want to win. You want to be considered great. And KD has been lackadaisical. You know,
Good word.
seemingly outwardly to the media and whatnot about winning championships, but he comes out and says this, I'm like, all right, where's your proof of work? Proof of work. This is my thing. Proof of work backs up any argument ever. Like, so if you have the proof of work, you can back up your argument. KD, you have 2 championships, you have 2 Finals MVPs, but outside of that, outside of those 2 years with the Warriors, what did you really accomplish in your career other than scoring a lot? Which I'm not taking that away from him. He did score a lot, but not on anybody's like all defensive team or all defensive NBA consistently or anything like that. So I don't think he belongs. I mean, neither is LeBron James, but I don't think he belongs in the same conversation as LeBron James when it comes to greatest of all time. What you
at
think, G?
all.
What you,
I
what,
mean,
what you think, G? What you think? Because
I'm
a
saying
lot of
thinking
these young
about
kids.
it. I think he's tooting his own horn. I mean, he put in work. He did. KD goes down is probably. I mean, he's a shifty player between small forward and power forward. He's between it, and hands down of our decades and our time of watching basketball, he's a really good player. I ain't gonna hold you. He really is a good player, but he may be going too far with this one. I think he's going a little bit too far. I don't know if he should be in the same talks with Braun. It's a different level. On that level, you're like the A tier. I think KD is like the A tier right here, but the S tier is up there with. It's like yeah, like exactly like that. This is Kobe. I mean Kobe, Braun, Jordan. They're all in that same talk. He's right there with like KD, maybe Kevin Durant, maybe Dirk Nowitzki.
Mhm.
He's right there with them. Even though Kevin Durant, I mean, I just said it. Kevin, dang.
You said Dirk.
Dirk and Kevin Garnett, they were awesome. I mean, they both won championships the same way that KD did too. But they were very good players. But they were never at that point where they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna say I'm up there with Jordan, Braun, and Kobe. So I think he's punching above his weight class on this one. But when you're so competitive, I can understand him saying that because that's what men do. If I'm a basketball player, and I'm in his shoes. I want to be up with the greatest too. What? I'm gonna stick my head up and be like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm
I
with
mean,
them too. So I
he's
can't shade him for it. I can't do that.
like he. I'm not saying he doesn't have an argument at all. You can definitely argue KD like prolific scorer. He's gonna go
Hmm.
down. He's in top 75 players. Like if you're in that top 75 tier, you have an argument for a lot of
Right.
things. But when you talk about goats, LeBron is they're comparing LeBron and Jordan, and KD is not comparable to Jordan. So therefore, by process of elimination, like simple math, if you will, you just don't. I think he's in that sub tier, like you said, the Kevin Garnett's, the Dirk Nowitzki's, the who else can I pull out there? Steve Nash, anybody like that. He's in that sub tier. Like even Shaq is on that tier too. Like mind you,
Yeah.
Shaq won 4 championships, but Shaq was kind of didn't take care of his body. He was kind of lazy too off the court, and he didn't live up to his full potential outside that Lakers teaming up with Kobe. But yeah, all in all,
Very
KD
true.
don't belong the same. I like KD, but he don't. I hate Bron. I hate Bron, but he don't belong in the same conversation with
You threw
Bron.
the you threw the
I'm a
hate
realist.
word in there, man.
Not hate. I just strongly despise.
Strongly despise. There we go. All right. Yes, I say, man. You can't throw the hate around. But I know what you mean. I get what you mean. I
I
understand.
know
I
I can't
understand.
say hate wearing a Jordan Love jersey. My bad. I can't have hate wearing.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right. Moving on to this next topic. This topic gets to me a little bit. A little bit. Let me take a drink. Let me take another sip.
This man, I like. Hey man, do
One
your thing, man. Hey,
one of my personal top 5 players of all time. My guy.
really?
You want to talk about a competitor. You want to talk about a
Okay.
competitor. I'm not saying he's top 5 in the NBA. He's my personal top 5 favorite players.
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook announced his retirement. I think last week. Shocked the world because he still plays with a veracity and a youthful energy. Like he still has that pop to him. But I don't know for whatever reason he felt this was his time to retire. I just recall watching the Thunder team when they were all young, when it was him, KD, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook just took that point guard position. Like people would argue it was Derrick Rose first, but Westbrook
yeah.
took that took that point guard position as far as the athleticism, like those athletic point guards coming in. He was right there with Derrick Rose. Him and Derrick Rose like shaped that for the future players like Ja Morant and whatnot. Uh, Averaged a triple double four times in his career. 4 years out of his career, he averaged a triple double. And a lot of people will argue stat pattern or whatnot, but you can't take that away from him because nobody else has ever done it. I think
True.
I think Jokic might have gotten close 1 year. You know, Luca is getting up there with triple doubles. There probably will be some people that pass him in triple doubles. You know, pass him and Magic on the all time triple doubles list. But Russell Westbrook averaged a triple double 4 times. He won one MVP.
True.
To me, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And what I appreciate, Allen Iverson, yeah, but Allen Iverson wasn't taking it to the rim and dunking on motherfuckers. He could dunk, but he wasn't like LeBron in a 6'3", 200-pound
Yeah.
body, you know, like Westbrook. But
It's
I
way
agree. Allen
different.
Iverson, yeah, Allen Iverson was his
He
great in his
wasn't
own way.
he wasn't ferocious like you said. It's like every time Katie Westbrook got the ball, it was like he wanted to hurt people, but and then actually like dunk on everybody. It was just everything was aggressive. Allen was like a pimp with the
He could
ball, like
he was a pimp.
like
He could just lower you to
yeah,
sleep
like
like, oh, look at this crossover, and then I'm gonna shoot over you. Just watch it.
yeah, it
Just
was
watch it.
smooth. You know, it was like a
Hey,
smooth thing. It
I
wasn't
I like
aggressive. It was never
Allen
aggressive.
Iverson could shoot the lights out the ball, especially at the mid range, like
Yeah,
and a fadeaway. Like no, let's stay on Westbrook because I could talk about Allen Iverson all day. That was my guy. But
yeah.
what I appreciate most about Westbrook, and this is what I get into my twin brother about this. He is friends with no one on the other side of the ball on the court while they're playing the game. Even after he and KD broke up, every time he played KD, he made it a point to lock that man up. It's highlights all over. They showing all over Twitter, Instagram, everything. Every time he played KD, he brought that energy. Like, hey, fuck you. I'm gonna show everybody I was the leader, and you were just you were holding us back.
You were just there.
You were
Yeah.
just there. I appreciate the competitiveness of Russell Westbrook. I get upset with my brother because he playing on the court and he dapping up motherfuckers on the other team like, yeah, that was nice. Like, not, nah, bro. For the next until we get to 13 or 16, whatever we going to, he is your enemy. Fuck him. And that's the. I'm sorry, I'm cursing, but that's
Go.
that's the that's the mentality that Russell Westbrook brought to the NBA, and I think the
Yeah.
NBA is missing that. There's not a lot of that. Everybody's like, buddy, yeah, we competition, but I ain't gonna play too hard defense. So you can go ahead and score, bro. Like whatever, get yours, I get mine. But I appreciate that competitiveness out of Russell Westbrook. He brought 100%. He might dribble the air out the ball. He might throw bricks at the backboard and take somebody's eye out. But he's gonna come with 110% effort every night. Didn't miss a lot of games over his career. I think he missed a total of like 100 games over a span of what was it? Six. I think it's been 16, 17 years of his career. I think he came in
Yeah.
'09 or 2010. But yeah, I will miss Russell Westbrook, bro. I'm gonna miss seeing Agent Zero on the court. Uh,
Shout out to
I don't
him.
think, I don't think there's gonna be too many more like him coming behind him. But he's definitely a rarity in the NBA nowadays.
Very true. I think that the game is gonna miss him. He's a very healthy guy, very happy guy. He believed in. I missed him on the sideline rapping every single song. Him wanting to be fresh. I remember there was at least 2 years straight of him and Jaden and Harden, and they would go back to back on what to wear. Some of your outfits were a little questionable, Westbrook. I ain't gonna hold you. A little questionable. Just this, they were a little out there. I ain't gonna hold you. I remember that. It was like maybe you remember it was had to be like maybe three, four
Hey,
years
some
ago.
some some skirts, and
Yeah,
all that.
it
That
was.
yeah.
It was out there. But I commend you on being your own man, whatever type of man you were trying to be. You're a married man, so I salute to that. I always salute to all the black men getting married because we need more of that. So I salute that. He don't have a lot of scandals. He do his own thing. So I like this character on and off the basketball court, and I think that he'll be missed. I think this is not the last time we're gonna be seeing him. I see him maybe being I don't know, may see him coaching, maybe seeing him broadcasting. We may be competing against him one day. You never know. So I mean, hey, so Shout out to him, man. We appreciate Agent being there for that time, man. You did your thing while you was here, bro. I don't think there should be no regrets leaving him putting the jersey down. He shouldn't have had no regrets, man.
No regrets. Like he's one of those guys. Regardless, he didn't get a championship. He's first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yeah.
Saint just said right in that conversation with Al Iverson. Al Iverson never got a championship, but there's no question he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like no questions asked, no debate. I think he's taking. He said he'll take time. He's working on the Russell Westbrook Foundation with his wife, and
Yep.
they're doing some great things in the community. So I look forward to seeing that. But I would like to. Russell Westbrook really doesn't. It's not a talker. Like he might talk during the game. In game, we don't hear what he's saying, but he's not the type to talk and be in interviews and whatnot. So I would love to hear him like maybe announce one day and talk about the game and what's going on through his mind when he's watching and seeing basketball. So shout out to Russell Westbrook, man. He will be missed. The NBA is changing, bro, because all the people our age is starting to retire because we like our late 30s. So it's like everybody behind us is a YN. So we gotta get used to it, bro. We gotta get
No
used to it.
facts. No big facts.
Moving on to the next subject. This one is interesting. Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels coming up into his third year as a starter for Washington. He and his former alma mater, I wouldn't say alma mater because he didn't graduate, but LSU, where he played college, won a Heisman in 2023. They're in a public feud right now.
Oh,
Apparently, when he left LSU, he was told maybe verbally it wasn't. Apparently, it's not on paper or anything, but he was told that the number five will be protected as he leaves. And for the last 3 years, it was. But apparently, Coach Brian Kelly promised the number five to recruit five-star recruit cornerback. His name is DJ Pickett, and
okay.
he promised the cornerback number five under the guys that hey, if you come to LSU, you can get the number five. Since then, Jaden Daniels has and his attorney team has sent a cease and desist issued on August 5th, revoking the university's right to use his name and likeness, and name, image, and likeness, the NIL stuff. He's also has gone as far to request LSU to return its own copy of his 2023 Heisman Trophy. So, just to put it in perspective, he has his Heisman Trophy that he won in 2023.
Okay.
LSU has a copy of it that they probably keep in the trophy case along with all the national championships and whatnot. He's requested that they return it to him because it has his name on it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I I wish that
Interesting.
that's as far as the story goes. There's no detail. There has
Yeah.
been no person statements that I've seen from Jaden Daniels. But I'm like, bro, you're what? I understand somebody wanting their jersey number retired, but I'm like, at the same time, there's so many numbers to use in
A
football.
lot.
Like if we retire them all, what is everybody gonna wear? Like we're gonna have to go to triple digits.
Yeah.
I don't understand his beef. This seems very
Childish, you think? But I mean, some
very
people.
childish. And he is young, like only 3 years out of college.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
if where is your focus? Like you had a tremendous first year with the Washington Commanders. Last year riddled with injuries, so you're trying to bounce back. Where's your mentality? Why are you focused on what LSU is doing, and you're worried about somebody wearing your jersey number? Like you still wear the jersey number for the Commanders. Nobody's gonna forget you wearing
no.
the number five. What's the big deal? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels seems like a more seemingly to me, he seemed like a more humble dude. He always has his mom with him in interviews and whatnot. And like people give him flack about being a
Mama.
mama's boy, but ain't nothing wrong with that. Like she got his back, and like she keep the hose and shit off him. But
Beta.
uh, shout out my guy Jesse Lee. But I don't understand this. G, like I'm like where's your mentality? Where's your mentality at? Why is this a big deal? Why do you think this is a big deal to young Jaden?
I think legacy. I mean, sometimes this is a it got to be legacy. Sometimes people put a lot of work in, man. I can't say too much because I've never lived in his shoes. So he may be coming from a place where I put a lot of hard work in there. I love that college. I think I made my name there. It could come to a point where If y'all told him something, then y'all need to keep y'all word. There could be a lot of things that we haven't seen behind doors that actually happen, even though because we just get the outside of what's going on.
Yeah,
So I
never the
think
nitty
that
gritty.
overall, it's a high testosterone slash ego slash legacy type of thing with him. I think so. He wants to be able to show his grandkids and his kids that hey, my numbers on them Raptors, man. I did big things up in LSU. You feel me? I made
Mhm.
noise out there. I did my thing on between in them 100 yards of that field. So he wants to be able to show his legacy. So I can't all the way get upset with him because knowing me, I might have done the same thing. I ain't gonna hold you, Keith. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I may be the same way. You may call me and be like, "Gee, let it go." No, bro. They gonna retire
I
my number.
would, I would, I
Yes.
would.
They gonna
Like
retire my number, bro.
is it taking money out your pockets? No, let
Yeah.
somebody else wear it. If you're confident in if you're confident in everything you put in your hard work and what you put out in the field, then you wouldn't think that a cornerback, not a quarterback, a cornerback wearing number 5 is going to overshadow me wearing number 5 while I played. No, you won a Heisman. The likelihood of a cornerback winning a Heisman, they ain't happened since I think Charles Woodson on
Oh my
Michigan.
God,
So
about to say you better put
yeah,
respect on Charles
hey,
Woods
that's
number
my guy.
24 the Raiders.
He was Green Bay too. The best time of his career was Green Bay. So I know that was my guy
Oh
too. I
yeah.
missed him, but
Yeah, we did. We gave him away for a little bit. I
yeah.
know.
Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all gave us Josh Jacobs, now Charles Woodson. Yeah, yeah. But
Exactly. We're gonna talk about my team coming up soon because we made some moves in the off season. One day we
oh
gotta
yeah,
get that topic one day. We made some news. We made some moves.
we definitely.
So
I'm gonna gotta see what y'all doing. What your guy does in the preseason, Mendoza.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that running back is something real. But I'm gonna get off it. I'm gonna get off it. All right. But no, for
um,
real, it's up to him, man. Like you said, a part of it is childish, and part of it I can't understand. So it's like one of them things where like it's like, yeah, I'm childish, but I don't care about being childish right now. I want it.
I can understand. I can understand him being uh livid about the jersey number.
Yeah.
But I feel like because they went back on their word about the jersey number, now he's reaching for more. Like when he requested they return their copy of the Heisman Trophy to him, that was a reach. And LSU has come out and said they have no intention of doing that, which he grasping for straws at that point for sure. But I think
Yeah.
because he's so pissed off about the jersey number, he's just saying, "All right, y'all can't use my name, image, and likeness, and no way." But I'm at the same time, I'm like Jaden, that's how you got your name. Like you were making money at LSU from NIL. So, but now you want to revoke it. You want to turn off like a possible like income flow, if you will. But either way, hope the Commanders do well this year because
Yeah, I do.
Jaden needs to focus on bigger and better things, in my opinion. Let's move on to the next topic. G,
Yo.
outside of Michael Vick, the Atlanta Falcons are just cursed. They are cursed from letting. I believe they got cursed in 2017 when they let the New England Patriots come back from down 28-3 to win that Super Bowl because they just haven't had any luck since then.
No.
They had a couple high profile draft picks. You know, they had I forget the tight end dude's name, but they've also drafted Michael Penix. They got Bijan Robinson down there. They got Drake London, that receiver, who's coming into stardom. They have some good things going, but early on in the preseason, they acquired Tua. I don't know how to say his last name on some more names, but Tua from the Miami Dolphins. We all know, bro, with the concussion problems, bro that one concussion away from wearing Velcro shoes. He on the second snap of his first drive, he fumbled the ball in shotgun formation, had to dive on it. And there's a meme going around of Michael Penix, who was the starter last year before he tore his ACL for a third time in six or so years. There's a meme going around of him pointing to Tua sitting on the bench, and
Yeah.
Michael Penix is like talking to a coach or whatever, pointing to him like, "What's going on?" I don't know what the topic of discussion was, but it's already a meme. It's probably going to go platinum during this NFL season when things happen or team blunders happen. But Michael Penix has also come out and claims that the surgeon who surgically prepared his third ACL injury to his left knee said he has an amazing ACL and that he should not have any more knee problems going forward, quote unquote. He just has to get over the mental block of
Yeah.
trusting his legs. I'm I don't I Now that's pure cap to me. I don't think any surgeon who's performing a third ACL repair on the same knee is gonna tell, or maybe he did tell him just to say, hey, like give him some word salad, but ain't no way that man knee is amazing. It might be resilient, it might be you know, a what do you call it, an underdog story, if you will, but
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing. Amazing is not the word I would use for
Amazing.
for Michael Penix and his ACL issues. But all
No.
in all, Atlanta Falcon fans, y'all in for a long season. Um,
Horrible.
I guess y'all will figure out the quarterback situation. It was. I also was looking on Twitter the other day, and Tua was at practice, and he was supposed to be doing some quarterback drill, and he over there like breakdancing the Run DMC, and the people were just on his ass in the comments, Falcons fans and whatnot. They was like, "Nah, this
Dogging
ain't
them.
it. This ain't it." But Falcons fans, y'all in for a long season.
Yeah. They're horrible, man.
Um,
I just
y'all letting Gucci Mane down, y'all letting Future down, y'all letting all the prominent ATL people down, man.
it's horrible, man.
Yeah, it's up to the
Horrible.
Hawks. It's up to the Hawks because Atlanta Falcons, they not gonna do it this year.
No,
G
at all.
G you're in the physical fitness field. I don't know if you know, but someone having three ACL tears on the same knee, what's the likelihood of them coming back and being a prominent performer with said injuries?
I mean,
I've torn my Achilles one time and I already feel washed, so I'm
yeah,
not gonna say my Achilles is
yeah.
amazing because I ain't never gonna be able to jump and grab rim again. So
They're stretching it, man. I think you just leave it alone because he's gonna be walking with a cane eventually if he keeps on playing. I mean, I just after a while you got to give it up. Sometimes you just got to be able to accept what God put in front of you and just pivot, man. The hardest thing to do in a man with a man most of the time when they're motivated on something is to pivot. So I think eventually he needs to go ahead and pivot. I don't think it's no point of it, but it comes with the stench of being a Atlanta Falcon. I'm sorry, man. They're probably, as far as horrible luck, they're in the field with the Browns. I mean, it's just I go into Dream World real quick. I know we got a few minutes, but it just the story popped up in my head, and I can relive it to this day, man. It was in 2017, man, a little ago. I was a little bit younger, a little bit more dumber, and you smoked that reefer. I did. So it was a Super Bowl, man. I was happy. I took a trip with my friends in North Carolina, man. We had some fun, but we wanted to sit down and watch the Super Bowl. And as watching this game, a wonderful player, a quarterback by the name of Matt Ryan, was putting on a phenomenal show. I mean, phenomenal. The first half, throwing TDs. I mean, the Patriots, they played against the Patriots. It goes to almighty Patriots. They was going in. Julio Jones was catching everything with his, like, bam, grabbing everything, touching. I mean, they were doing a thing. By the end of, well, not end of it, by late third quarter, they was up by 28-3. It looked like the Falcons were gonna win. It was an awesome Super Bowl. Man, we was having fun. I was off that, as the young kids called that za. I was a
uh,
little bit of,
so a
I was a
little
little
bit.
high. That was in my old days. All of a sudden, I thought I was too high, cause come fourth quarter, I don't know how they stopped putting points on the board, and Jesse Lee call Trump the Great White Hope. I'm sorry, but Tom Brady might be the Great White Hope, and he decided to put belt to ass and bring the Patriots back, and they lost the Super Bowl. Well, they had it, and they were up what, almost 20 points into the fourth quarter.
25
I
points.
say this to say this, Falcons, they suck. They have a horrible, horrible staff there. They're the city of the homosexuals and killers at the same time. So I guess their football team is confused, like the people that live there. And I don't know what's gonna happen with them. They don't know what they're doing, and I don't think they're gonna see another championship. But as their predecessor before, they are literally dirty birds. Do the dirty bird.
The Dirty Bird. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
literally.
actually, my
Yeah,
Packers lost to
yeah,
my Packers
yeah,
lost to Atlanta, and
yeah,
no, I
yeah.
want the Packers. It want the Packers. Yeah, but yeah, my Packers lost to Atlanta. The year after we won the Super Bowl for Atlanta to go to play the Denver Broncos against John Elway. That was John Elway's first championship, but the Dirty Bird was dead by
Was
then. So
it was that?
yeah, man. Hey, I didn't know you smoked Zod G back in the day. Yeah,
Yeah,
find any
back
black
in the
and
day, I smoked a little bit of the devil's lettuce. You know, I
yeah.
was a horrible sinner. We all are one, but for some reason, I wanted to push it to another level. So I'm glad I kicked that. You know,
I'm sure you sobered up after Jesus in the football uniform came back on the Atlanta Falcons.
exactly. I
Hey,
said I thought I was ridiculously high. I said, "Yo, what? I thought they were up. What's going on? I don't know what's going on."
they stopped running the ball. Devontae Freeman had 77 yards in the first half running, and they didn't run him like one more time in the second half. I can go on about it, but
And that was a horrible. 2017 was they don't even want. Matt Ryan don't even want to talk about that day again. I know he doesn't. No, he doesn't want to do that. Yeah,
it's an asterisk on his Hall of Fame first ballotness too. Hey, if you
yeah,
ask me. But
yeah,
let's get on to the next topic. So,
yeah.
a report came out last week that the Bus family, who've owned the Lakers, been majority owners of Lakers for a long time, were coming out and selling their stake in the team to billionaire Bob Iger and Josh Kushner for a historic $12.5 billion.
Whew.
Now, if you look at the Bus family that's remaining, their stake in the LA Lakers is split among six six siblings. You got Jeannie Buss, who's been the governor since 2013 of the LA Lakers. We know Jeannie because she's always in the uh, in the media and whatnot. But you also got Jimmy, Johnny, Janie, Joey, and Jesse. Soon as this report came out that the family was selling their majority stake in the Lakers, Jeannie came out and said no. It's apparently there's a rift now because Jeannie's saying the sale claims that selling their stake of the Lakers violates a court order from 2017.
Okay.
I think I think like I said, Jeannie Buss has been the governor of the Lakers since 2013. The siblings together own a 17.8% stake in the Lakers. If the siblings and her were to sell their stake, they would bring her ownership. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do that over again. If the other five siblings sold their stake without hers,
Yeah.
her ownership would go under 3%, which would make her ineligible to be a governor of the Lakers again. What's my take from this? I'm talking to Jeannie Buss. Jeannie, it's time to hang it up. Kobe
Yeah.
rolling over his grave. LeBron James is gone. It's time for you to hang it up. You haven't done anything for the Lakers since Kobe won those two championships. Like I said, they won the bubble championship, which is hella sus, hella the biggest asterisk on that. But even since then, the Lakers have done nothing. Uh, you wasted time with LeBron there. You brought in Luca and whatnot, and now you've gotten rid of all the black basketball players in LA. So I don't know what the future holds. But if someone is coming to me and offering me $12.5 billion for just 17% stake in the Lakers, I'm taking that deal because once they get out there next year and don't perform up to par, it's probably the value probably going to go down. Like Luca is a name, and it's the LA Lakers. They're one of the most prominent franchises in sports history, so they always have a fan base and a crowd, and they're always going to make money. But I think ultimately, since LeBron James is not attached to it anymore, I think you should sell. You haven't had any success. It's time for new leadership, new management, because that Trojan horse is dead and gone.
Right.
You selling the fans a bill of goods with names, but the Lakers haven't done anything since Kobe left. I would say since Kobe left, the Lakers haven't done anything. I would sell the Lakers if I was Jeannie Buss.
You think it's her fault?
I don't think it's her fault, but she is the governor. Has the most say so. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's her fault because she hires GMs. What's the GM got? Rob Pelinka.
Mhm.
You know, all of them under one umbrella. They're all at fault as a group.
Yeah. I think. It's
one
team
one
effort. It's
thing
team effort.
one thing you let LeBron James have too much power, and I get it. He's LeBron James. You gotta you know bend a little bit to his will to keep him happy and whatnot. But
LeBron James.
yeah, once you drafted Bronny because he said so, I'm like, y'all joke, y'all joke. And that's probably what the other siblings were saying. All right, we ain't for this circus no more. Let's sell it while it's profitable, optimally profitable, and let's. Our name is staking in basketball history. The Bus family. Nobody will forget Dr. Bus and his daughter who took over in 2013 after he passed away. No one will forget them.
No,
So
no.
just go out on a high note, like go out gracefully, like sell the team, let somebody else make their billions off it. 12.5 billion amongst six siblings. That's 2 billion plus per. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing to shake a
I'm
stick.
chilling.
I'm chilling. What? How
Got a
much
little
money you
thriller.
need?
You
How much
know.
money you need? Is it over money, Genie? Like, or is it just ego? Like you just been in this business so long, you trying to honor your dad's legacy. I get all that if that's what it is, but let it go, bro. Let it go. It's your time is come and gone. The Lakers are a rebuilding franchise now. You got Luka Doncic, but ain't ain't no brothers on that team. So the likelihood of you winning anything anytime soon is
I knew
very
he was
low.
gonna say
Not
that,
not
bro.
not taking away from the athleticism of the players currently on the Lakers, but let's be real.
Yeah.
This is our sport,
No
and
Negroes on there.
yeah, Larry Bird ain't coming through that door. So
You always got to make it racial. I knew it was gonna come, man.
I'm not.
I
I'm
knew
not even. It's racial, but it's real, bro. It's real. Like it's
real
real.
racial.
It's
Yeah.
real. Like just like the best quarterbacks are have been white guys. Like I can go into detail why,
Yeah.
but it's just a fact. It's just a fact of the matter. So, and basketball belongs to
Yeah.
us. I'm sorry. I don't care who you say. There's great players of other races, but basketball belongs to us. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you right. You right, man. You right. Hey, sometimes you're right. When you're right, I'll say it. Yeah, they need some Negroes. Yeah, they need
The,
Negroes.
the Lemon Lakers, the Lemon Lakers ain't it. So sell the team, sell the Lemon Lakers, and go invest in Starlink or something with that 2 billion. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You be just fine.
Okay, let's end on a light note. I was talking to my twin brother. He's a Patriots fan, and my other homeboy Bakari. He's a Philly fan. So they're always going back and forth in the chat about AJ Brown and being traded from the Eagles to the Patriots and how Jalen Hurts came to Drake May's wedding last year. So it's a lot going on between the Eagles and the Patriots, like outside of sports. But apparently on the practice field today, Jalen Brown, AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts were seen having a conversation and sharing a sportsman like embrace on the field. I guess I don't know what was discussed, but I'm sure everyone knows there's been outside noise about possible tensions in the team. AJ Brown being visibly unhappy on the field, reading books while he's on the bench and whatnot, and Jalen Hurts pretty much being nonchalant, Shamar Moore looking like skin dude on the side, like only doing what the coaches tell him, not getting him the ball. So
That's your light
what
skinned nation, man. Don't talk about your light skinned brother, man. No,
hey,
don't,
hey,
don't, don't talk about your light skinned brother like that, man. Yeah, you know how y'all get, little emotional. They let y'all get a little emotional, man. A little
we
pretty
we we don't
motherfucker.
like to be we don't like to be criticized. No, we don't like to be
Yeah,
criticized.
man, it's all right, man. Yo, don't be on your side. Don't do that.
But I hope on a real note, I hope this silences some of the critics and whatnot because we neither one of them came out and said they had a problem with each other, and I guess the media did its part in fueling that fire if there was any. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that they took a moment to publicly whatever it is, seem to hash out their issues. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Wide receiver like AJ Brown, you're not getting him the ball. It did seem there was some like intent on not throwing him the ball. Like AJ Brown is a dog, and to be honest, to me, Jalen Hurts won them a Super Bowl, but it wasn't necessarily on the strength of his arm talent as a quarterback. You had Saquon Barkley
Yeah.
running for 2,000 yards and whatnot. And then, but you do have it. And he also had a great defense, strong supporting cast. So it wasn't just on him. But it was confusing to me at the time. Like, why isn't AJ Brown putting up numbers like he should? Like, I know it could. He was doing it in Tennessee. We seen him do it his first year in Philly. Why all of a sudden he's not getting the ball? It was very confusing. But
Yeah.
regardless of all that, whatever it was, I'm glad they seem to hash out their differences and move because they both moving on to greener pastures. AJ Brown now with the Patriots, who just went to the Super Bowl last year. So hopefully, I don't know what makes him happy. Like they won a Super Bowl and he still. And then they had beef the next year. I don't know what it is. Like how what it is. You're not getting paid enough. Like if I win a Super Bowl, bruh, I don't care how many more catches I get in my career, bruh, because no one will ever take that away from me. I get it, the competitive aspect. You want to be seen as that top dog and whatnot, but I don't know. I just wish we knew what it was really, and we really don't. But regardless of all that, it seems like whatever they had is buried under the hatch, and they're just moving on to bigger and better things, respectively on each side for their new teams.
Yeah. I think they're just both being prima donnas. Like you said, one is light skinned, Shamar Moore. The other one has been putting work in the game for a long time, and he wants to be, treated a certain way. So them reconnecting is like, I don't know, like a divorced couple trying to get back together for the kids. I mean, it's like they gonna be fighting. They gonna go back and forth with it, but they have to get it together. Because I think that they have a team where they could be able to make it another championship run.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
think. I think they really do. So if they get it together, put the ego to the side, start doing what they need to do, they'll be great. Somebody gonna have to back down, and it's hard to do that when that, like, again, that testosterone going. It's hard for people to back down. So, well,
yes,
my words, and in time we'll see.
yeah. Especially on the football field, I know emotions are high, tension is high. If I hope AJ Brown, whatever was bothering him, he left that in the past because like you spoke about it before, the Patriots organization is a different breed. It's zero tolerance for that kind of stuff. They had Ocho Cinco at one point, and if he wouldn't didn't fall in line, he was gone. They had Randy Moss at one point. The minute he got out of line after he won the championship, sure, but the minute he got out of line, he was gone. They have zero tolerance
Yeah.
for that extra. It's about the team. It's not about self. So whatever AJ Brown was feeling on the Eagles, if he was feel wronged or anything, I hope he's resolved that. Like you are a champion. No one would ever take that away from you. Just take that notion and just move forward with that and just go play football. Like I get it. You want your touches, you want your catches. You're with Drake May. He's a promising quarterback. He had no names last year and still put up pretty good numbers as a quarterback. And now he's bringing in two names in AJ Brown and our former wide receiver Romeo Dobbs. He has targets now that have been efficient and consistent. So just go have fun and go play ball, man. You're in good hands in that Patriots organization. And as far as Jalen Hurts, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
He kind of sus to me. I don't know how they beat the Kansas City Chiefs for real, for real. Like Saquon was going crazy that year, but last year he was showing me nothing that without a player like AJ Brown, he doesn't have that dominant number one receiver. I don't know. I think they might take a step back this year. Saquon is getting closer to 30, so he's on that later end of the running back career where they start to deteriorate and whatnot. He's had a lot of touches, a lot of carries, some injuries also. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a steeper hill to climb for young Jalen Hurts and
At
then
all.
AJ Brown, who's at the peak of his prime. So he should just take advantage of that and have fun with it again. Like don't like what's going on in the game to where you feel like you need to be reading a book on the sideline, like
Hey,
just to
what's wrong with it?
just
What's wrong with the black man reading books, man?
it's nothing wrong with it, but it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if that's your go-to to escape, or you feeling angry, you feel like
Yeah.
it's real book cool. But why are you so mentally fragile to where you feel like you need to do that in the middle of a football game where you should be focused on what's going on out there on the field? That's just my 2 cents. I don't know. I'm just speculating. These aren't
Yeah.
facts. This is just my 2 cents. But That's the buzzer for the night, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in on another Thursday with the content. We'll be back with y'all next another one. I'll be finish this drink right here.
Oh man, and hey, let him do his thing, man. Hey, let him rock.
Still, my birthday is still Leo season until August 22nd, so I'm gonna go out with a bang.
Oh my gosh, man. We'll see y'all next Thursday, man. Yo.